Charity Gaming Guild proudly brings to you
Charity Gaming Guild presents
The Charity Gaming Guild presents
the
Nat Pun
Pun
Podcast.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the community episode. Bing bing bong. I'm joined today by the illustrious Andy.
Bugger off.
Oh, okay, he's leaving. Bye. The lupine Ash.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think of words that begin with L, even though I said illustrious and
But never mind.
and John. Hi, John, how you doing?
Good.
Thanks for coming. It's so nice to spend the day with you guys again. It's been a while. We are so excited to join you today for our community episode, which is something that I definitely want our listeners to get involved in the Discord by telling us your answers to these questions. So today we're looking at the perfect personal setup for a PC. So when you go to a game as a player character, not as a DM, because we've covered DM stuff a lot over it. I'm talking about when you go as a player, and I know, Ash, it's going to be difficult. I just want you to imagine your perfect scenario. You might not have ever lived it, but just think about what it would be like for you.
I don't know how I could be my own DM.
You can't be your own DM.
Okay.
You're going to be a player.
When
So
you sit down with a choose your own adventure book, Ash, what's
yes,
your perfect scenario?
those good old Goosebumps ones. Turn to page 34. You died. So
Do you read every book in a South African accent?
yeah, don't you? It was a requirement, wasn't it, when you were growing up?
Sure.
So the first and one could argue most important question: what do you wear?
Clothes.
Thank you, Andy.
Sometimes.
Layers, so you can adjust depending on how warm it is wherever we're playing.
Yes, that is.
I'll go with a sensible answer, guys.
Thanks. Are you a comfort wearer? Are you a business wearer? Are you dressing to impress on the game? Do you ever cosplay? Have you ever cosplayed?
I always play in a full tuxedo.
Of course.
If you don't turn up to November in a full tuxedo, I'm not going to let you in. I don't care if it's your hall or not.
But I won't be playing, I'll be DMing. That's different.
So the next game, you have to turn up as a player in a full tuxedo. If you don't, £150 to the charity.
Hang on, that's
I've got
300.
Well, I was trying to go in easy.
This is the man that told he's got venison stew tomorrow. What
That's
are you talking
true.
about?
Yeah.
I would say it depends on the time of year.
Okay.
And how the length of play. So on Tuesday night, 4 hours has come with whatever I've been wearing usually during the day. Change, t-shirt and jeans or whatever, but the 12-hour game, if it's in the middle of the summer, then shorts. Basically, so you don't overheat. I overheat, so...
So you're a weather-dependent dresser.
I think you need to be comfortable, don't you? So if you are someone that runs hot, dress accordingly. If you're someone that gets cold easily, put some layers on.
Yeah.
I would probably even think about the venue as well. I mean, the t-shirt I'm wearing today, I'm comfortable wearing in this kind of environment, but I probably wouldn't wear it if we were playing like in a public location.
Describe the T-shirt that you're wearing for our listeners, because they can't see it, Andy.
No, they can't. It's a t-shirt, and it has an animated little cartoony crow, and we know what sound crows make, don't we? Caw, caw. And it's got a F at the front and the end of it.
So that says...
Fuck off!
Yeah. So you wouldn't be comfortable wearing that in a public setting?
I think I'm conscious of, I know I can be brash and whatever, but I don't intentionally go out to insult people or offend people. So if I'm going to be in a venue where I know that a young kid might walk past or an old person might walk past and see me...
You are an old person.
Oh, yeah.
He might walk past a mirror and see himself.
Yeah, very confused. I might offend myself. So I probably wouldn't wear this in like a hotel lobby or something.
Okay. Have you ever cosplayed? Would you ever cosplay? If you did cosplay, if you had to cosplay, what would be your chosen outfit?
Jabba the Hutt.
Nice.
Princess Leia.
Yes, thank you so much. I was
Joint
hoping you'd
outfit,
say
I
that.
think. That's such a joint outfit.
No one needs that in their
Have you
life.
helped us reach 10,000 men?
Yeah.
No, right, I've already had this with Chris. If we do $3,000 at this event, you're going to come dressed as King Henry VIII. No, the only person that's ever come dressed as King Henry VIII has been Chris.
I don't see anything wrong with us doing a themed calendar for next year and just being dressed up for each month. You guys can do that.
I can't remember who it was. Someone did suggest that we do a calendar where the DMs dress as drag queens for each month.
Oh my God, yes. Please, 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 please.
John is not up for it, which means his would be hilarious.
Oh, it would be so good. I would buy 5.
Just sadly not for me.
Nothing unusual for you then.
I think some men find it surprisingly empowering to get in a pair of high heels and a little mini skirt.
I feel like we've got off topic here.
That's a no to the drag calendar.
No,
Okay,
the drag
fine.
calendar for me.
So if you were to cosplay, John, not to drag, what would you think you would enjoy?
No. Wizard's robes, because it's easy and you don't have to wear anything under it.
Nice.
And airy.
Because we've had some good cosplay come into our events, haven't we, Ash?
Yes, we have. Some people have really put a lot of effort in.
I'm excited to see if we have any cosplay for the November game.
No one's mentioned anything to me about this year. Normally people do, so I'm hoping that there's some stealth cosplayers who are going to be coming along.
Stealthy cosplayers.
But
Nice.
we can't as DMs because we got to wear the corporate shirt.
Yeah.
You can cosplay.
Don't wear
and
it, stick
then-
it to the man.
Yeah. Or just have the shirt like on the chair or something, so it's nearby, so you're still representing. You can still cosplay.
You're going to dress up in November, Andy. Oh, it's not a no. It's not
It's
a
not a
no.
no.
He's going to come half Andy, half horse. And just shit everywhere.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd have to run a pipe though from my natural buttocks to the artificial.
I can get you some drainage pipe if you like. Bit of 4-inch drainage, just whack it up there.
I think we might have got slightly off topic. So for our listeners, if you're coming to an event and you're not sure what to wear, you know that you can dress for the season, whatever you're comfortable in. I am perpetually cold, so I tend to have slippers with me and jumpers and blankets and stuff. So you've
So there's
got,
a couple of people who bring blankets. isn't
yeah,
there?
yeah. So you'll be covered up and comfortable.
This makes me think of something. And I know we're talking about players and not characters, but
It's fine.
Jack, when he DM'd, in his DM kit, he had a pair of slippers. And he would always change into a pair of slippers when he ran in games that he was comfortable.
Nice.
Which I thought was really nice. And
Yeah.
I keep meaning to add a nice pair of slippers into my massive DM box. I keep forgetting.
You often kick your shoes off, though, don't
I
you?
do, yeah, we play on a Tuesday night. I would quite often just take my shoes off.
Yeah.
Just so I'm more comfortable.
I did find that when I was running, because my heat goes through my feet, so I kicked off my shoes as well just to try and lower the body temperature. So it's definitely a feet thing, not in a weird way. I don't think there's anything wrong though if people do want to get dressed up, not cosplay, but maybe I'm not talking like a full 3-piece suit, but some people might want to dress up a bit, have a bit of a formal attire to it, if that's something they might be comfortable in, because some people do like wearing that all the time.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that either. But we do draw the line at people wearing nothing. You have to be clothed to the events.
Yes.
Yes. This is a rule.
So my Lady Godiva outfit's a no-no.
It's out.
Your hair's not long enough to cover up what it needs to, I'm afraid. If you grow it out, then maybe. But at the moment, it's just not there.
I don't think it's one for this year.
No. So when it comes to you're setting up at the table, you're sitting down, you've got all of your stuff with you, you're in your comfy clothes, slipped your slippers on. What is your kind of player table setup go-to? Are you a paper sheets kind of person? Are you a digital sheets kind of person? How do you obtain those? Is it through a phone? Is it through a tablet? Do you bring a full-on laptop with you? What's your kind of setup and like dice trays and things?
So I'm D&D Beyond on a phone, but I always have real dice because I don't like rolling digital dice.
Nice.
And I always bring a notepad and pen because I like taking handwriting notes generally.
And you're quite particular about your dice in that you
They all hate me,
yeah,
but they have to be the same.
yeah.
So
That's
I'm not one of
good.
these people who has all different coloured dice and says, "Oh, that pink one doesn't work." No, I buy all white dice, so I don't know which one's betraying me. Then it's fair.
Nice.
They can redeem themselves.
Okay. And then with regards to what you're rolling the dice in, what's your go-to kind of dice tray?
A cheap one from Amazon.
Okay.
It's the short is the honest answer. Something that keeps it together, stops it falling all over the inside of my bigger bag, generally.
Okay.
It's like a padded, semi-hard case.
Okay.
And then I've got some pencil case inside to hold all my crap.
Andy?
Again, I think it depends on the venue. I mean, probably I've played more games digitally, as in online using VTTs than I have face to face. So then, I've got a set up in the house where I've got 3 screens, and I'll have a character sheet up on one on D&D Beyond, and I have the map on another one, and maybe some rules and whatever on a third screen. And I prefer the digital because I find it easier to find the information I need, and all the sort of. It's far easier for me to sort of just click and see what I'm supposed to do and done, rather than search through all these pages and not even know what page I'm supposed to be looking at. So definitely go down I prefer the digital side if you like.
Okay.
What was the other question? What else was there?
So like your dice, what are your choices for dice?
Oh, dice. I'm the opposite to John. I do get betrayed by dice all the time. I have severely pissed off the dice gods at some point. So I will I'll just roll them, and if I don't like it, they get binned, and I'll get something else.
Have you tried buying cheap Temu dice to see if they're weighted by accident yet?
See, now the problem is, I mean, this is how much I'm convinced that I've pissed the dice gods off, because I play a lot of games, different games, and I always roll low. If I need a 5, full well I'm going to roll a 1. One of the more recent games I've purchased uses a rule set where actually rolling 1 is a critical hit. You roll d20s and you have to roll equal to or below your stat in order to be successful. So I'm thinking, get in, get this. I played last night, I was rolling 18s, 19s and 20s. It just, that cannot be natural. That has to be an external influence of the dice gods.
And what are you rolling the dice in generally?
I kind of saw this. Basically, I copied your dad. He had one of these at an event, a game I ran, and I thought, that looks good. So I just Googled it and bought one.
So it's like the hexagonal shaped kind of 2-part top layer, bottom layer, and then when you open it up,
you've got a little ring with all your dice. You can keep your dice in, and a little small sort of tray that you can roll in between that, or you can use the lid as a bigger tray.
it's nice. I like the stuff like that. That's kind of multi-purpose. Yeah. Ash, how about you?
So I use the Dragon Shield box, player box, which is your dice tray and all your dice storage and your miniature storage all in one. And it's got like a little stand-up slot. So I prefer to use a tablet linked to D&D Beyond and then run the character sheet that way. Sometimes that's signal dependent when we play elsewhere, but that's what I prefer to have. What that means as well is on the other side of that box, I can print off the character sheets and have them there as a backup.
Yeah.
So I've got them to hand in case I need them. And then in terms of dice, whenever I have a new character, I buy a new set of dice specifically for that character. And then I use those dice, and then when they piss me off, I go to other dice.
Okay.
But with dice, what I will do is I will work out all the dice I need for that character, and I will lay them out in the dice tray with all of the ones facing upwards. So on the D20, you'll have the 1 showing up, and in my mind, I'm now less likely to roll a 1 and more likely to roll a 20 because that's on the other side of the 1.
Okay.
That's not true, but I feel that way.
Yeah.
And I do it with all my dice. So if you watch me play, I will turn all of my dice, all the ones face upwards when I'm not doing anything, and then I feel like I'm going to roll higher.
And so, how many pairs of dice have you purchased as a result of Stu killing your characters?
A lot. A lot. That man is keeping dice companies in business at the moment. Quite a lot. I've actually got the next set of dice as well ready to go for the next character.
You're expecting to die, or just the next character you're going to build as
either or, but he will probably kill me on Tuesday.
So you
and my character
have the dice before you know the character, or do you already know the character and you got the dice?
I made
to
the
match?
character and then buy the dice to match.
Okay.
There was one character which I didn't play, so I did write a Genie Patron Warlock who had lots of fire-based spells, and I bought dice which looked like fire. For that character.
Okay.
For example.
Nice. I'm pretty old school. I like to have the paper sheets because there's too much chance that technology will betray me. So I have paper sheets. Even when we're playing online games, I prefer to have a paper sheet because trying to navigate between Roll20 and whatever we might be using is sometimes a bit dangerous. Dice-wise, I have a lot of dice. I buy more dice than I ever need, especially the shiny clicky clackies. It's nice to own, but I probably use the same 3 sets of dice all the time. So I have my opalite dice, I have some stone dice and some metal dice. Those are kind of the 3 that I tend to use the most. And my tray was custom made for me by some friends. So it's a wooden tray, and it has the opalite dice in a little bit at the bottom. And then it's got like, may your nose forever be your guide is written in there, because the first character I played was a tiefling. And she would always kind of sniff people to get an idea and sniff situations and go based off of the smells she was getting. So, yeah. And it was may your stones ever hit their mark. And I used to keep flicking stones at people's heads with my tail. So, yeah. So that's my...
Do you guys have any preference on dice type? So I really like the sharp edge resin dice. I know they can be quite expensive, but getting cheaper, I think.
Yeah, they're my favourites until you stand on them.
Yeah, sharp edge, definitely. I just think they look crisp.
With the alternate D4 as well, I really like that, where it has kind of the rounded bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And rather than the pyramid shape, I really like that.
Yeah, I've got one that's like flat on the corners, so if you were to stand on it, it wouldn't penetrate your skin. Which is quite nice. Andy?
I don't like dice.
Well, they don't like you. I think is the issue. But
I don't really have a preference.
where do you get your dice from? When you go to buy dice, you just kind of just Amazon it, or do you look for specific places?
I do tend to go to especially shops, dice shops and the likes. But now I've got a bit of insight, I'll probably just steal them off you.
I probably wouldn't notice, to be fair. What about you guys? Where do you get your dice from?
So I bought Amazon, Etsy's at the dice shop, I think, because of the ones I was buying from. Mostly it's Amazon and Etsy for me.
Okay.
It varies. So the 2 companies I really like buying dice from are Dakota Irish. And also there's a company called Baron of Dice.
Oh, okay.
They do some really nice dice for other games that I play as well. They're quite nice. And so Baron of Dice do matte finish dice.
That's cool.
They are lovely. They're not cheap, but they are lovely.
Yeah.
I use a lot of D6s for other games, but I always go to the Baron of Dice for those and get themed dice as well.
That's nice. I think the first dice I bought was one of those generic packs off of Amazon that has like 12 packs of dice in it, and they're like the marbled, you got the purples and the pinks, and they're all the same, and they it feels like you're holding nothing. They're so light, and when you chuck them, they go forever because there's nothing holding them down, and they just roll terribly. And then I slowly started getting better options from there.
I think that's how a lot of people. My first
Yeah.
was a set of I think, like you say, it's about 7 sets of
Yeah.
7 polyed dice or whatever, and
Yeah.
all that sort of reds, purples, greens, blues kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen at least 2 or 3 other people where I've looked at the dice and gone, "That's the same Amazon set that I bought back
Yeah.
in the day," kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I think about is that I've only been into the D&D sort of world for 3-4 years now, but I've used to play a lot of games with dice before that, but they were always D6. So whilst I've got a small choice of D&D games, I have got stupid amount of D6 games because in Warhammer, I'd be rolling 40 dice.
Yeah.
And I didn't like doing, there's 10, so I'd roll 40 dice. And again, marketing, of course, they want you to spend your money, so, these are some Space Wolf dice. I want Space Wolf dice from Space Wolf Army. World Eater dice from World Eater Army. And, they still roll shit, but it just means you've got lots of dice.
That's the fun of some of those games. There's nothing quite like picking up a great big handful of dice, especially D6. I think it just go.
You see in D&D, look at a rogue. A rogue who critically hits rolls so many dice with a sneak attack.
Yeah.
And there's something about picking up that huge handful of dice, isn't there,
Yeah.
and rolling that many dice.
Power.
And then counting all those ones.
And then taking it back there,
That's still not the same as your like Imperial Guard,
Oh, God,
fire
no.
line.
Orc boys.
Within
with
6 inches, the handful's like, I've got
20,
48 dice.
20 orc boys and a unit of 4 attacks each charging in.
Yeah.
Like 80 dice at a time.
Bertie's looking at us questioning her life
What
choices.
are you talking about?
No, it's really fun when you have people talking about something they're passionate about and you've got no clue, and they're all like, yeah. You're like, they're making friends. They know what they're talking about. I'm just going to smile as if I know, and then they'll like me. But the one thing I have found with dice, which I find quite frustrating, is I think there are certain creators or sellers who are very unfair in that they've gone, people will pay a lot of money for dice, and there are people who make dice and they are incredible, but there was one that I saw recently, I can't remember the name of it, but they're quite a well-known independent person. It's one person doing it on her own, and it was one of those really big D20s, and it was a beautiful dice. It was a liquid core, it had all like different colours in it. £800 for one singular dice.
Considering a lot of them are resin, you can go and buy a resin kit for 40 quid, and that'll make you a load. I know there's moulds and there's more skill to it than that and all the rest of it, but yeah, I must be honest, as someone that I think one of our games was saying they spent 100 quid on one stone D20, and it's like, and the rest of the dice? No, just the D20.
I'll be too scared to roll it.
Can't justify it, can you?
I'd pay that if it guaranteed 20 every time.
Yeah. But all of the expensive dice I haven't bought them myself. I was gifted them from other people. And it's like, so I really appreciate it, and I will always use them. I'll use them the most out of anything else. But it's just looking at it and thinking, maybe I'll gift that to someone. I'm like, I can't justify 150 quid for a set of dice that is probably not going to roll well.
See, that said, though, when you do get a decent quality heavy dice, like a stone dice or a metal dice, it does feel nice rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's worth getting a set of dice that have actually got some weight to them to throw, isn't it?
I always keep as a DM, always keep a metal dice to roll, so I can roll it behind the screen, so everyone knows I'm rolling for something.
The clong clong.
Yeah, just to kind of push things on.
Yeah, but that can backfire, because if you get your nice ornate metal dice that you've spent a small fortune on and it still rolls a bloody one.
Not all metal dice need to be that expensive, though, but
You can get some good deals, I think, but there are more places now that are doing it at a more reasonable price, and there's some very, very cool ones. I saw some online that were Pokemon themed, and it was like the ghoul or ghast or whatever it is, the purple. They were so cool, and they're about 30-40 quid for the set. So, but you got like a box with it and everything, so it's not too bad, but still a bit too expensive for one set.
I find the sets of dice really annoying, though, because like if you're playing, I don't know, whatever, it's a rogue, you got sneak attack damage, you know you're going to need D6s.
Yeah.
I like to have like 4 or 5 of the same D6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like mixing sets. It just bugs me. It's just a peeve. It just bugs me mixing sets.
Kraken dice are good because they do sets with multiple D6s in them. So it all matches, so they're quite nice for their sets that they do. Moving swiftly on. When it comes to your setup, do you have any like lucky tokens that you have with you that to bring you luck, or do you just leave it to fate? Like a lucky pair of pants, or a lucky sock, or a lucky bear, or something. And listeners at home, let us know if you have anything that you bring with you. No? No?
Table snacks.
That's
But
your lucky.
If you turn up to a game with no snacks, you might as well just die.
What, in real life or in the game?
In the game.
Okay, just checking.
In the game, right? If I'm going to a game, I will always bring some form of snack with me, unless I'm running the game and I've got enough to bring with me.
Okay.
But as a player, I think table snacks would be as close to a lucky thing as I get. If I don't bring table snacks,
Okay.
that's not right to me.
Well, that's perfect, though. It moves us into our next topic of what are your favourite sweet or savoury snacks?
Go on,
to
John,
have at
say
a
it.
table?
Say it, John. Say it.
Pinballs.
There we go. There it is.
What was that?
Pinballs.
Oh, the Mao pinballs.
Pinballs, yeah.
Nice. Okay. What is the story behind the pinballs? Is that something you always have with
Pretty
you?
much.
Yeah?
Yeah, pinballs or M&Ms, I think it's like unanimously, yeah.
Yeah. What about a savoury option? Do you have a go-to savoury option?
Pretty silly.
I'm trying, Martin. I'm trying. Ash?
Savoury option is Ritz crackers,
Okay.
not the cheesy ones.
Not the cheesy
the
ones.
original ones,
Okay.
because they are better.
We're not sponsored, by the way.
I also am partial to Morrison's Finest shortbread.
Ooh. Oh, I love a shortbread.
Love a bit of shortbread. Do like some shortbread. The co-op. This is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to go on and on about this. The co-op do these really nice raspberry crumble bars, which is like crumble with raspberry with pastry bottom.
Oh, I think we should have an episode of us trying these snacks. We need to bring them and then rate them.
Things like cherry bakewells and stuff
Yes.
like that are always a winner.
Yeah, always
for
Cakey
the
cakes.
table.
Yeah.
Especially sharing out, cakes.
I think I know what Andy's answer is going to be, but Andy?
Veal.
The nearest I come to savoury is Haribo, because they've got like fried egg sweets in it. And that's the closest I come.
Okay.
But Haribo, Maltesers, M&Ms, Celebrations, Heroes. Yeah, it's probably my go-to.
Yeah.
Oh, occasionally a chocolate orange. I do like a nice chocolate orange.
Problem with things like packets of crisps at the table is the noise they
Yeah.
make.
Yeah.
Like somebody starts opening a packet of crisps mid-game or whatever, and it's rustle noise. And everyone kind of stops and looks at you. And
Yeah.
Are you finished? So
Do you remember Chris's campaign? Every night we played, I would have a cheese board.
Yes. Your cheese
So
boards,
for that-
famous cheese boards.
that's a proper middle-class snack, that, Ash.
I would go to Morrison's and buy crackers and cheeses and chutneys, and we'd all be playing. And I'm sat there cutting and layering up cheese and crackers and chutney and all sorts.
It's like, Ash, what did you get? Ash?
I got some brie.
No, I meant, what did you roll, Ash?
So that was a very campaign-specific snack. I don't bring a cheese board every Tuesday night, although I might next week just for the laugh.
It's just for the nostalgia of it. Yeah.
Brilliant. What about you, Bertie?
I don't think I have a go-to sweet snack. It will kind of just be what I fancy. So be pretty much walking through and just grab anything. I tend to try and bring veggies with me. I know this is terrible. I do have a pot of veggies, so I have like tomatoes with me. I might have some carrot sticks with me, just so that in the back of my mind, I'm like, I ate some good food today. Ignoring the fact of like the Saurine loaf bars that I've demolished a 5-pack of. But savoury, I really like the Rivita multi-seed thins. They're nice. Some cheese straws, if you can get some good quality cheese straws as a savoury snack, they're good. And I've got to do it for Dad. I've got to mention it. Dad's favourite snack, the every single freaking game, he makes a joke about bringing is nuts. Every single time. When we're doing our little run to the shop to get our snacks, he's going, oh, I'm just going to pop some of these in a basket. It's like dry roasted peanuts. I'm like, you cannot bring nuts with you. And every time he's like, it never gets old. Like, you can't bring nuts because it's for safety reasons. You're like, he's like, what about if I bring these ones? I'm like, it's still nuts. It's just different flavoured nuts. It doesn't change it. So Dad's would be nuts if he had to go for him. But I think when it comes to sweet treats, anything that's not in an individual wrapper, something that you can just grab and go, is always going to be easier. Like, I love it when we get the box of celebrations that goes around the table, because I think that's very telling of a person as to which, or the heroes. Like, which one? Oh, you went for Maltesers. Ooh, upper class. Ooh. Maltesers.
Elaborate on
because it's not a normal Maltesers. It's like the fancy as fuck Maltesers, little one that they put in there. So anyone who picks that is like, well, have a little bit of this, thank you.
They are still the best one in the box, though.
Oh, they are brilliant.
Yes,
but
couple of them with a bounty.
Oh no!
I love a bounty. I love a bounty.
Bounty and Malteser together. Oh
no!
In our house, it's the bounties are left. Followed bounties, Mars, and Snickers tend to be left at the end. Then bounties are really at the end. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Save them up, give them to me.
Mm-hmm. All the bounties.
All the bounties.
Yeah, I think that's always interesting when you're looking at like, what have you taken? So listeners, let us know in the Discord, what are your go-to snacks?
Next time we play on the turn up with a box of Thorntons, then you're going to be chuffed. Which one of those? Which one of those says he's posh?
Yeah.
It's a box of Thorntons.
The entire box.
The entire box.
Cool, somebody got a bonus this month. Now, moving away from the foodie side.
Oh.
Did you want to say something more, Andy?
No, I'm just...
You're hungry.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry. Well, what drinks? What would be your go-to beverage? Doesn't have to be a singular. It can be multiples. If you have, like me, I tend to have multiple drink options with me. What would be your go-to?
Depends on the week, but normally it's just water for me. Sounds boring, but I find things like Monsters and Lucasades and stuff, when we're playing on a Tuesday night, it's too late in the evening. Mm-hmm. Same with coffee and things. It's like I drink coffee and water, basically, for the most part. I can't drink coffee at 10 o'clock at night and then sleep, so...
Lightweight.
What?
Why are you looking at me like I'm weird?
Because you're weird.
You don't drink really coffee after midday generally.
I could have a double espresso at 11:30 at night, go to bed at midnight and go straight to sleep.
I'm the same with a Monster.
Weird.
Maybe we are the weird ones.
It's because John hasn't ruined his metabolism.
So I used to when I was in my early 20s, I used to drink Lucasades and Red Bulls like they were going out of fashion, never had a problem, and then stopped doing physical work and moved to more officey based stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the difference.
I had to cut it down. Now I can't. Like, if I drink, I haven't had a Red Bull in years.
On a work day, I will often have had 3 or 4 coffees before 9 a.m.
Yeah, I'm the same. To get going in the morning. But I stopped drinking it about like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Andy does not approve.
No, that's all right.
Andy, what's your go-to beverage?
I think again it depends on the situ. I mean, if I've got to be sensible, I do like my iron brew, as you've probably noticed, or Coke Zero. Other Coca-Colas are available, of course. If it's a really hot day and I want to relax a bit, I might have a lager. Or if I'm being really carefree, I'll go through one of my 26 bottles of whiskey. Well, not the whole bottle, obviously.
See how many you can get through in one sitting. Ash?
My go-to is what I've got right now, which is an Aussie lemonade Monster. But for any of our events, I will always go to Tim Hortons and pick up a French vanilla first.
In the morning.
Ooh. Always. I mean, literally did it today. But I'll always turn up with a French vanilla at the start of those events. Just like a habit. If I'm running a game, I will always have a bottle of water as well, just in case.
Question for you, Ash. When you get Timmy Hortons in the mornings for the events, do you chuck the extra pound in to get the bacon sarnie and a waffle?
No, because no £1.19.
Oh,
Disgusting.
It's ridiculous. Far too much money.
extortionate.
I have done in the past because like a quid or whatever it is for a bagel, breakfast bagel, is insane. It doesn't matter that you're paying nearly a £5 just for the coffee.
Oh, damn.
That's where the money is for it.
Yeah.
Hold on, for £6 I can get a coffee and a breakfast bagel.
Yeah, go to Tim Hortons and...
This is not an advertisement for Timmy Hortons.
No, it's not, but it is good.
It's a well worth
But if
deal
they
in
want
the
to
morning.
sponsor us,
Yeah, they
just
can
reach
send
out.
donuts and stuff. Yeah, you go to Tim Hortons,
is there one
order a
near the
drink,
venue?
and pop it in.
As it's the nearest one to us, I think.
It's only sort of, 15, 20 minutes?
Okay.
Yeah, it's about 6 miles from...
Yeah.
Or anyone maybe who's coming from that direction could maybe just get the order in.
I
maybe.
drive 15 minutes in the wrong direction to go there before coming to the venue in the morning.
Fair enough. So we're going to have to leave a bit earlier to just try and do a Tim Hortons run.
worth it.
I think I've only ever had it once because they're just not local to where I am. And we were driving far away for something and found one at a services and went, just stop in for a Timmy Hortons.
I took Ollie, Lizzie and Stuart to Tim Hortons on the way back from Momo's this year, and they loved it.
Yeah.
It's become a bit of a thing, because of the breakfast. Whenever we're travelling, if we're heading sort of London way or anything like that, we basically sort of hit the A14 where the Timmy Hortons is. We always end up going for the drive-through and grabbing the breakfast on the way through.
Yeah, there's a breakfast and there's a breakfast. What?
It's not a breakfast. It's like it's a bagel or a
Wrap or something.
wrap or a bacon sarnie, that sort of thing, and a waffle hash brown.
You're not getting a full English with black pudding and stuff from
Not
it.
for
are you?
£1.19.
That's
No.
what I want.
No.
I stayed at a hotel up in Scotland once where on the breakfast menu it was like sausages, bacon, normal stuff, but then there was black pudding, white pudding, 3 different types of haggis. Like it was just there's basically just like shelled racks and racks of that sort of textured food.
Was the haggis freshly caught that day?
It was. Yeah. They've been up in the mountains chasing them backwards around the hill.
Because we're actually going up there for a week in early November, so I'm hoping to partake in some of that said breakfast and lunch and dinner and supper and elevensies.
You're going to come back looking like a haggis.
But you could also no, I won't say that one.
Oh no!
You know it's bad. He had to stop himself.
Yeah. That's your indicator that would definitely get us cancelled. My personal choice when it comes to drinks is it's got to start the day off with a cup of tea. So I have my little thermal cup.
But we didn't ask you.
How big is your thermal cup? That's what I want to know.
I have it with me.
Is it a little thermal cup or is it one of these 4-litre thermal cups?
It's this little one, but it is the best thermal cup. I could leave it in there for the whole day and it would still be hot by the end of the day. It's one of the most impressive thermal cups and I got it free from work. And I was only because I managed to get on a trip to France and they had handed it out as a free gift. I was like, me please! So yeah, that my little one to get you going. And then I might have some sachets of some like coffee, like caramel coffees to have during the day. But I will always have my big old Vimto jug that is with me at any event. If you see me, the amount of bags I will bring in, but you will always see me with my big old drink.
So
of
what's your
Vimto.
go-to tea first thing then?
Just a normal PG tips.
Okay.
However, recently, because I'm trying to, be healthy, I have been having a peppermint tea in the mornings. But definitely TMI. Super gassy. Don't know what it does to you. Super gassy the whole time. It must be doing something. So if our listeners have also experienced this, let me know. How do you deal with that? So
Is that a problem for you at public events?
no. Well,
I mean, that mint stuff doesn't always work though. I mean, I tried eating after 8s for breakfast and
it's good. Was it after 8 o'clock in the morning?
no.
Then that's what you were doing wrong. You've just got to eat them at the right time.
Okay.
That's the problem.
It's their secret formula.
I think it is important, especially when you're doing an all-day event. You must keep yourself hydrated. It is super important, whether it's with preferably something water-based. I know that sounds stupid because every drink technically is water-based, but I'm saying like squash or anything. Or so if you're coming to the event days, we have obviously the taps there, but make sure you bring yourself lots of hydration. Keep yourself hydrated because it's a lot of talking, it's a lot of excitement, and it's very easy to get to a point you're like, I got that cotton mouth. There is a bar, obviously, which Andy will always be happy to give you. I almost called it the wrong thing, but the baby Guinness little shot.
Oh, baby Guinness, yeah.
That was lovely. Or a variety of different drinks. There is another shot that I thought it was that you gave me, but it wasn't that, and that's a rude word. So I'm glad that I remembered. There's one called a BJ. And I remember that time when Andy gave me a BJ. Yeah, that doesn't quite give the same connotation as a baby Guinness.
We've all been there, Bertie, don't worry.
Yeah. That's yeah. So so keeping yourselves hydrated is important. What else is important? I know definitely to Ash. What are your pre or post game rituals? Or during game rituals? You've already kind of mentioned with the dice thing, which I would consider a ritual where you're turning them up to put the ones up. But do you have anything that you must do before a game or you must do after a game just to get you in the headspace?
Not to get in the headspace, but on our Tuesday night, whilst I'm at home and have Wi-Fi, I open D&D Beyond, I open my character sheet, I open my notes, because they're all digital and the signal's awful at where we play, sketchy, so I always make sure that stuff's open. Mm-hmm. There's always a stop at the co-op to buy pinballs. Regardless really of like, even if my wife said, oh, I'm going shopping, do you want anything? No, it's all right. And always stop at the co-op regardless, which is often a mistake. In terms of the November, so the bigger games, it tends to be a Timmy Hortons or a coffee from somewhere beforehand.
Okay. So yours is more kind of food and tech related. Yeah. What about you guys? Any rituales that you like to do?
I will spend a solid 15 minutes taking the piss out of Stuart,
Okay.
which he loves.
He's there or he's not there?
He's there.
Okay.
He is there. He loves it. John's done this. I feel like that's become a ritual. That's all I can think of right now.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Andy, you've got a very confused look on your face.
I don't honestly think I've got a ritual.
No?
I think the closest I would come to a ritual, I guess, is if I've, and it's more when I'm a DM, but I guess I can have done it as a player, is if I've created my character, I want there to be a nice model to represent that. Mm-hmm. And you know that, because of my presentation style, it's got to be nicely painted. So I will, and I have, there's some up there, print my model off based on the character I've created and then paint it. That's about the closest I've got. I don't think, other than that.
So I organise my dice. So I put all my because I've got 4 sets of dice in my tray, so I put all my D20s together, all my D10s together. Partly is so I can find them later, but end up doing it every time. So I suppose it's a bit of a ritual. Yeah. A bit like Ash's number ones upwards.
Number ones upwards. Nice.
What about you, Bertie?
Not necessarily a pre-game ritual, but I think post-game it tends to be like a little, kind of like we do with our games. After the game we do the chat about it. I kind of tend to do that. So like when we're driving home, we're like, right, well, this was really cool, and what do you think about that? And that, like, just kind of recapping over the events of what happened. And I mean, generally me and Dad tend to be on the same table, so we will know it. But when you've been at different tables, it's like, oh, well, what did you do? It's like, how did this happen for you? It's just that kind of catch up to keep it fresh and get that excitement back up again for it, which is always fun.
I guess post game, the newest I've got is I curl up into a little ball and cry.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing I've been doing post-game for our Tuesday night campaign is trying to get the notes written up. So I handwrite notes, but we've got them sort of shared in the digital format. Mm-hmm. So it's getting them from handwriting to digital. Yeah. Try and do it straight away so they don't get forgotten.
Yes. I think there are definitely some avid note takers in the community. And it always blows my mind, the people who can take notes to the point where they know exactly who everyone is and where you were. And it's like, we went here and then we did this and that person's related to this person, and they just seem to pull it out of nowhere and you go, huh? It's like, no, you were there. It's like, doesn't mean anything.
I've never understood why people do that in a game. I mean, I don't do it in real life. I don't take notes of every meeting I had so that I can reflect back on it and sort of say, oh yes, I met Peter on 3 p.m. on Thursday the 18th and we spoke about this. I don't do it in real life, so I don't know why you do it in the game. I mean, don't be wrong, we're all different, all horses for courses, but I just don't see the point.
As a note taker, John, what is your impetus to take the notes?
So partly it's so that I can refer back to things, because I think obviously in real life you absorb and remember people because of interactions. So it's just different when it's role play. Like you don't remember people in the same way. So part of it's that. Like you can meet a really interesting bartender, which in real life, if you met someone as eccentric as some of the NPCs, you would never forget them. You might not remember the name, but you'd know where to find them again or where you saw them, and you'd remember enough about them to sort of go, we need to go and find that person.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't necessarily in a game. Part of it is, I mean, Streets of Dragonmount, I took a lot of notes kind of for that, and that proved useful to kind of go, oh, we met so-and-so, he was at some tavern, okay, go look at the tavern, there's a list of NPCs linked to that tavern, it's like, that was them, go and find them.
Yeah.
You know, oh, they mentioned they got a brother who lives down by the docks, let's go find him, and whatever it is, you know, kind of following that trail of clues.
For me, it's fun when I do take them. When you get to a certain point in the story and something's mentioned, like by the DM, and it triggers something, you're like, okay, hang on, as you go back through your notes, and you're like, oh, and you think you figured out what the big reveal is, and then you're normally completely wrong. But just having that moment of going, I think I know, because I have a note from 6 years ago that I scribbled in the corner of a piece of paper that says he was related to a dead person or something like that.
I find my memory's rubbish for some of this stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not taking particular notes for the podcast one, and I can remember vibes.
I think that's the benefit of it being recorded, is that I do go back and
you can watch it again.
Yeah, it's listening, going, right, yeah, that's what happened.
I think you can take too many notes. I kind of err on the side of things with Andy. I hate taking notes for the game.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes there's that one piece of information that's really vital, but you don't know it's vital at the time. And that's where the note taking is important. But then I think some people, not you, John, but I think some people take way too many notes.
Yeah.
Like writing down every individual interaction is, like you said, Andy, you wouldn't do that in real life. It's sometimes not relevant, but then you don't know what is and what isn't.
So I tend to write down, if it's a scene, it'd just be like which NPCs are in the scene. If it's a new NPC, it's like who are they? What's their species? Roughly, what do they look like? And you know, do we think they're a dick or not? Kind of thing. Like the minimum. That's all you need. Or if they're affiliated with a faction. I don't write down everything. I basically write bullet points.
Yeah,
is how we do it. So like we were playing the other Tuesday. Martin's character tried to get one of the others to sign a book. It's like, I'm just going to write that down. I don't know why, but he's trying to get people to sign a book.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be important at some point.
The fight with the hag was delayed 5 minutes because Thorin needed a shit.
That sort of stuff I wouldn't buy.
But some people would, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Some people would write all of that in, and you just don't need to.
Yeah.
You just don't need to. I think there's a whole potential episode we could do on note taking and what you can or what not can, what you should or shouldn't record and stuff like that. It's an art form.
Arty-farty.
Oh, there's no wrong or right answer.
Oh, no, of course
I mean,
not.
it's all down to individual preferences. But for me, I just don't see the point of it.
I sometimes do it based on the character as well. If
Yeah, that can be
if the
quite fun.
character that you're playing is someone who would be really attentive and that kind of studious person who'd write all the notes, but if it's a character who doesn't really care and wouldn't really think to remember it, I'm like, I'm not going to write a note about it because my character wouldn't care to remember that piece of information.
I also don't do it for one shots or any of our big games. Like, it's not the last bill on the day, so...
Yeah. It's too much effort. You just want to enjoy it. Now, anything that you absolutely, positively cannot be without on a game day? That's like the one thing before you start to leave, you're like, have I got this one thing? Check and double check and make sure I've got it. Is there anything like that for you?
For me, that would be my phone, because I use D&D Beyond on my phone. So that is my character sheet. If I forget everything else, I can play from that.
Yeah.
So for me, it's that.
Fair enough.
Are we talking as a player?
Yeah, as a player. Or as a DM, if something popped to mind.
As a DM, yeah, I do have a checklist because of the way I present. So I want to make sure I've got my TV and my extension lead and the HDMI cable and the laptop. So yeah, I've got a checklist that I will run through to make sure I've got everything I need. As a player, again, I don't know whether or not I do. I just rock up and play.
Rocking up. Ash?
I can't think of anything as a player.
No.
But when I DM, for every campaign I run, I have a campaign journal or diary. There's one for our campaign on the podcast. I've got a book. And if like John said with his phone, if I've got nothing but that book, I've got enough to run a session. And I might have to borrow a set of dice from someone. Mm-hmm. But that book has got everything in it, like all of the plot points and where I want to go and what I want to do and how the adventure is progressing. And without that book, I'm completely lost. And there's a different one for every campaign that I run. And normally at the end of the campaign, I'll give the book to the players so they can look back through all of my DM notes and the things I had. And
we look through going, but this didn't happen.
Yeah. That's quite
not how it went for us.
And so I keep all the old books as well. So when new DMs come to me for advice, I've got that as a reference point. Nice. I can get them and go, well, look, this is how I do this and what I put together and how I prepare.
I think you also trial quite a lot of stuff on the Tuesday night, like new techniques for. I think I've seen you do 6 different ways of doing long travel, like different like skill-based narratives, the rolling survival checks and forming and count taking days of all different ones of those. So I suppose having a book helps you
keep track of all that.
It
keeps it fresh for you guys as well, doesn't it? Like one of the things I did, and you're right, I do trial things out. It's going a little bit off topic, Bertie. Is that okay?
Absolutely fine.
Okay.
Loving it.
Yeah, one of the things I've been doing more of recently, which I've really enjoyed doing, is coming out from behind the DM screen and joining the players around the table for NPC interactions.
Very off-putting.
It throws players through a loop. They do not know what to do. Like last Tuesday, there was a merchant they came across, and I literally got another chair, and I went and squeezed myself in between 2 players, and I'm sat on their side of the screen, interacting and role-playing with them. And it becomes a much more engaging thing, because all of a sudden, rather than being this far away from you, I'm now this far away from you. I'm right there in your face, and you've got to deal with it.
Stranger danger.
It is a bit of that. Yeah. With that NPC, it definitely was. But I've done that a couple of times, and that's good fun. And that's something I want to take into other games as well. But yeah, Tuesdays is my playground. Much to John's disappointment.
Not disappointment. I love it. Love it.
Sorry, little segue.
No, it's gravy. I like it. And then last but not least, is there anything that you have spotted, experienced, seen when you've been playing a game that another player has that you've been like, I want that? I'm looking at Andy because he is the go-to man of someone mentioning something and being a week later and be like, oh, I got it. Yeah, sorry, John.
I was going to say, I keep looking at the Dragon Shield players' boxes because they look really nice. They're really nice quality. There's enough space. They're well designed. And I've bought, especially what I've got now is sort of like a cheap man's version of that, because I'll buy 4 cheap man versions and end up spending more than if I just bought the good one to start with, kind of thing. So at some point I'm going to fork out one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, Zeke and Martin all use those. Oh, good.
What are they?
It's like a box, and it's big enough to have the player handbook in it as well, and be your dice tray, and have miniature storage and dice storage and storage for your sheets, and then it all folds up nice into this. It's like a pizza box, isn't it? Is what it looks like.
Notice Andy's now writing down. What was it called?
Dragon Shield Player Companion.
I picked up a DM version because I saw the DM on the DM screen in the box. I found one of them on eBay for about 30 quid, and then only 60 something.
Yeah.
So it was a really good buy. So I snapped that up. But Yeah, not seen any player ones about.
No, you get them in black, green, or red. They're quite nice. They are very nice.
They are nice.
Then the texture on the leather is like dragon scale as well.
Hence the dragon.
Hence the dragon.
And you've compared that to real dragon scale when?
Yes, I have several dragons.
We've got bearded dragons.
My mother-in-law is back. I think I'm safe to say that without getting my ass kicked.
That's completely in your corner to decide.
Does Amy not listen?
I doubt it, but Zeke does.
Mum! How about you guys? Or anything else from you, John?
There's loads of stuff that I see, especially at November's, that I see Andy's models and I go, I want some more models, but then I think I'll get in trouble. There's loads of stuff people bring that you look at and you kind of go, ooh, that's very pretty, that's very nice.
The easy way to get more models without getting in trouble is hide them.
I do.
Excellent. I'll be sending this episode to Claire.
Yeah.
She's listening at the moment.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she started listening.
Nice. Excellent. So it's only a matter of time then before
Before we're in
she hears
trouble.
this. Yeah.
That's fine.
Should just appear at a doorway one time. So, where have you been hiding them?
So I've divided the garage up in such a way so they're not quite so obvious.
Yeah. That's it. You spill all your secrets, John.
Yeah.
The only thing I've stolen, well, not stolen, but borrowed, is the TV screen maps, which I think I saw you use first, Andy, and then I saw Stuart use, and I thought, actually, that does look pretty good. And then I started using it, and then haven't used it recently.
There's a lot of good software out there to create
Yeah.
maps, and there's even a Patreon site, and this guy uses I don't know how he does it. He blends sort of maps, but with actual aerial videos, so you've got a proper raging river rolling through, and it looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So you can, and again, it's all down to individual preference. Some people won't necessarily like that. For me personally, it would make it more engaging.
Yeah.
You know, I can sort of really get absorbed by that and feel that I'm actually there. But again, personal preference.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
I love seeing it as a player. When it's done well, it's so nice. I think having those digital interactive maps.
Yeah.
I've tried it as a DM and I think I spent more time looking for the right digital map than if I'd just got my Loki book about maps out and found the forest page. The investment in finding a very specific
I mean,
map.
the software I've got, I could create all the maps I make. I swear, I spend no more than 10 minutes making them. That's it.
The thing you use is incredible. You've shown me before. It is amazing.
It's fantastic. You sort of say, like, this is the sort of the landscape I want. I draw this outline for this building. I want that building to be this type, these rooms. Click, populates everything.
Nice.
Do you know the name of it for our listeners so they can have a look?
Dungeon Alchemy, I think it's called.
Okay.
And you just, you can then, you don't have to sort of take what it's giving you. You can make changes. You can raise and lower the level. You can sort of swap trees out or put some in and change the style of the floor or the walls or the doors or the windows, or move some furniture about or swap furniture about. So you can manipulate it. You can change the time of day so that it casts different shadows, night time, dawn, dusk, middle of the day. You've got some animations you can put on there, so like magical effects and fogs and mists and all sorts, and fires, and so incredible piece of kit, and it literally makes. I spend less time making a map than I would do searching for one.
I think that's massively impactful, because I've had the same problem as you, John, with maps, is trying to find the right map, because you have so much choice.
That's the problem.
You know that if you can't quite find the one you want, if I just keep looking, I'll probably find it. And then you keep looking and looking and looking, whereas you've shown me that before, Andy, and it's amazing. It really is as simple as Andy says as well.
Well, if you've got 5 minutes after we finish, go into the study and I'll show you.
I tend to use those Loki book of battle maps when I'm DMing, which I think are great. But we've switched to DMing again.
No, you're fine. I love it. It's nice. You're hearing about different stuff that we can try out or our listeners can have a look at. So, Andy, was there anything that you thought of that you've kind of seen at a game that someone else has had, apart from my dad's dice tray?
I think the only other thing I've seen, and I've got to admit, I'm not sure, I can't remember. Yeah, Stuart showed me this printed stand that he's done for his digital screen, which is a lot more efficient and effective and more aesthetically pleasing than a wooden bit of blocks that I've pulled together. And I wouldn't mind that. And I would like a better DM screen, something a little more than just the cardboard, the standard screens that you get. I'd like something a little more with shelves for figures and maybe a dice tower and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which one are you looking at?
Yes, we 3D printed from Loot Studios a DM screen, which is a castle. So it's the front of a castle. So it's the turret, the parapets and stuff, and there's in front of it the doors open, so you can have a bit where if you have like a big reveal of a character, you can literally open the doors and like push them through. There's a little drawbridge that comes down and stuff, and then you've got 2 dice towers that are built in, one that will roll internally and one roll externally in it. So yeah, it is very big though. I think that's the only problem with it.
Not portable, that one really is.
Not super portable. It would be a setup to stay in a location and then potentially be on a cushion so that you can see past the top of it as well. It is very cool. It's very impressive. But I think that's one of the things for me. The Loot Studio stuff is quite incredible, the stuff that they have on offer.
Stu uses Loot Studio. I'm not sure if his DM screen is a Loot Studio one or something else, but his one rolls up.
Yeah,
like a sort of
it's
big
cool.
hexagonal box and all this mini storage inside it and stuff like that. I know it's taken a while to print it because it's all bits that fall in parts. But
Well, based on that, if we do Secret Santa this year, then iBags Bertie is my Secret Santa.
Are you going to give me something? Oh, thanks.
No, you're going to make me one of those DM screens.
Well, we have to wait until the printers get fixed.
That's why I use mine.
Oh, there we go. I'm sure we could share a file with you. Why not? But yeah, there's sort of the tower that I've got for the Tower of Terror for next Adventure Day is part of is one of the Loot Studio ones. But they've got loads. They've got a Baba Yaga hut that is full size on legs, like big old chicken legs. You could take the top off. They got a big ship, like a pirate ship, that's all different layers that you can take off, and it's full size. So you've got like the squares and stuff. It's pretty incredible. I like the kind of the not so much game related stuff. So they have like a dagger. They had a mask that you could 3D print. They had a goblet that you could put a can in. I'm like, print me those. They're not really useful, but I just want them. So that I've got a giant sword at home that sits behind my desk at work that's about 3-4 feet high that I got printed for me. It's never going to be used in any situation, but it's just cool to have.
I've got 2 dueling lightsabers.
Well, we should be playing with those after we finish recording. But I think it's good sometimes, especially with those November games, to see what other people have, because everybody has different avenues that they use to search for stuff, and you might find something that people have made themselves or they've found through a tiny little creator online. And I think that's nice because then you kind of get to support those creators as well. And also it's really nice where we have Amy, where she brings stuff and she has the stuff that she does at the event days, which you can buy. And then we've got Ant has his stuff that he's going to be bringing this year, which we will get to see, which I'm intrigued by because that looks really, really cool as well. But it's very easy to spend a lot of money on this stuff. Everybody's nodding in agreement, like, yes. So, yeah, but let us know what kind of cool things you've had where you like to look for your D&D resources, whether that's dice or dice trays, dice towers, minis. Get in the Discord and have some convo. Let us know.
Don't even start a conversation about minis. That's another 3 hours at least.
Well, maybe on the next episode. But for today, we're going to bring it to a close. Thank you so much for listening, our one listener. We love you. We appreciate you. Please don't leave us.
So is our one listener Andy's saxophone teacher, or is it Claire?
I mean, at the minute, it's probably Andy's saxophone teacher, and then we'll get 2 when Claire joins up and she's
playing catch
caught
up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But, That's great. Thank you for listening, guys. Take care, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.
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 Huge shout out to our Ruby members, that is Paul C, Josh, Jason, Ollie, Claire and Laura.
And our Sapphire members, Gary, and Emerald member, Stuart.
For the Diamond group, we've got Ash, Chris, Zeke, Dave, Bertie, Neil, Martin, John, and Andy.
That's me.
And our Obsidian members, JP, Niall, Ethan, and Anne. Thank you to each and every one of our Patreon members. And don't forget, you can become a Patreon member too. If you go to patreon.com/charity D&D, you can pick one of the tiers and become part of our amazing community.
Join us.